Yes, almost a year, or I believe it's exactly a year ago, I visited with my doctor, my regular doctor, and right there in his office, he told me that my sugar level was up to 480.
Wow.
And he was stunned. He didn't know what to do,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just saying to me, I probably should be hospitalized right away.
Mm-hmm.
However, he started me instantly on insulin and medication and so forth. And needless to say, I was just distraught. I was crying. I was upset. I didn't know what to do with myself because I didn't even see this coming. However, the very same day, I ran into a friend of mine, a very close friend of mine from my church, who at that time she was a patient of Dr. Senior. And I told her what my story was and what the report was, and she said, "Don't worry, I know someone who can help you." Needless to say, she took me the following week to see Dr. Senior. And Dr. Senior, I explained everything to him and told him how I was feeling, the insulin, the medication, and so forth. And instantly he started me on a regimen of treatment. And the diabetes, the blood sugar just went down all the way down, came down to normal. Today, I am not taking any medication at all for diabetes. And when I wake up in the mornings, I'm taking my blood sugar, and it is normal, extremely normal. I have gone back to see my regular doctor on a regular basis, and he just cannot believe what is happening. And he himself asked me, said, "Go back to the doctor that's treating you and tell him how I say he's doing an excellent job." And it is 1 year exactly now, and I can say it is wonderful. Another good thing, I was terribly overweight. I was carrying poundage, just very heavy. And what Dr. Senior did was whatever he did, the weight came down. And right now, all the clothes that I was not able to wear, I am going back to those size. I'm down to size 14 now. And when I went to see him, I was almost size 20. So it's just to show you that the treatment I've been getting from him, it is exceptional. And I can tell you in my own words that the Lord has used this gentleman to help us at a time like this.
Indeed. No, she's talking, and then our guest in studio, she's saying, yes, yes, it's true, it's true. Thank you so much for sharing that
Yes.
that testimony, and I say testimony because, one, he's a man of God, and God is
Yes.
using him through the
Exactly.
gifts that he has given him and his wife and the company to
Yes.
change and touch lives all across the nation, and you are living overseas,
Yes.
so you're testament to that.
Yes.
Can I ask you to do something that you've already done? Can I just ask you just before you go to just encourage somebody else who's listening, who's probably going through what you went through?
Yes. What I can say is, when you hear the word diabetes, it's almost like the big C, like cancer, because I think people think that this is a death sentence that's on you. And, you have to watch what you eat. You have to be very careful in every way, in your whole lifestyle. What Dr. Senior did was to change my outlook on life and the way I eat, the way I sleep, the things. He asked me to watch what goes into my mouth.
Yeah. Right.
And so, with following the instructions from him, I find that I'm a new person now. And so that death sentence is almost lifted from over me.
Yeah.
And I can say that going to Dr. Senior, it's almost not like you're going to a doctor. You're going almost to a friend. He is interested in every phase of your life. He talks about everything that is bothering you, and he touches on every area. And he's very generous with his time. And I find that is very invaluable. So if there's anyone listening that is going through this, they've received a report like this, and you're worried and saying, "What can I do?" There is help. Because even people in the medical professions right now, they are saying, "We have never seen this. This has never happened. This is not supposed to happen." Once you're diagnosed with something like this, it goes through life. It follows you through. And even now, I know that I'm very careful with what I eat, but I am not worried. I'm not concerned too much about it because it is under control. And what I like, again, when I visit Dr. Senior's office, his Bible is always sitting on his desk. And he's not afraid to use the Word of God as he ministers to you and treat you. And this is a rarity. You do not find this anywhere. I find that you will visit your regular doctor, and the doctor will give you 2 minutes of his time. and he'll write you a prescription and off you go. He doesn't know anything about it. He's not asking anything. This is different. The doctor gives you time. He talks to you. He finds out how are things going. And not only that, he'll even call you on the phone just to check upon you and to see how you're doing and if you're taking your medicine and how you're doing. And I find that this is God sent.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's anyone listening and they're going through a situation like this is help. Help is here.
Indeed.
And it is through Dr. Senior and his company.